This car is, we used to call it Austin of England.
Austin of England.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the name. We used to know it when he bought it in the 50s.
Before the war?
Before the war. He was the first Chief Justice of Imo State. And after that, he proceeded to the Supreme Court. Under Mohammed Bello, Justice Mohammed Bello, he worked with him and retired in 1989. The house is named the House of Socrates.
Wow.
It was his son, Charlie Boy, who did that. Now, this is his grave.
Okay.
Him and the wife was buried together. The wife is down, and I know the wife is up, and he is down. And all of them, the two of them they agreed that they must be buried together. And that is why they did this.
And we're here, right? And we cannot come here and go without talking about Justice Oputa. The name is there. He defined the justice in Nigeria.
The house was built in the 60s.
Okay, in the 60s?
Yeah, before he became a judge.
He built this house already?
He built this house before he became a judge. One thing I remember about this car is that when it's running, you don't hear sound.
This car?
Yes, as it's going, even as it's old like this, if it is moving, you will not hear, you will not know it's coming behind you. The judge is not supposed to look at anybody's face.
Okay, that's the blind.
That is why they close the eyes.
So which means he won't look face?
He won't look at anybody's face.
So truth doesn't look face?
Doesn't look at anybody's face. That is why they're having this kind of...
Then this one...
The knife, that is the power.
Sentencing.
Yeah, the power that goes with the law. They're not using it all the time.
Yeah.
It's only for ceremonies. And you know, Charlie Boy came and is maintaining the car. It didn't come with this color. He's the one that is painting this color now.
Making it to
look
to stay relevant and look modern.
Modern, yes.
This is a vintage car.
Yes.
And I tell you, in Nigeria, you cannot find this car anyhow.
It's not found anywhere. Austin of England. It's not found anyhow, anytime. People you are going to see it are those old people.
Money people. Those who made money before the war.
Before the war. At that time, when he was in the Supreme Court, he was the Socrates of the Supreme Court.
Really?
Yeah, he was the Socrates. He was like the spokesman for the Supreme Court under Mohammed Bello. He was the spokesperson for the Supreme Court, and everywhere he goes, it is like he was born in the law, or the law was born with him. So anywhere he goes,
either ways.
Anywhere he goes, the law is always following him. I mean, he carries it along with him.
In Nigeria, this is the first time I see husband and wife buried at the same grave, not that by the side, the same place. This is massive, and this is history. Justice Oputa. Anywhere you see injustice, fight it. Area father.
One, it symbolizes royalty.
Okay.
It is in the houses of the kings. You can see this kind of guns.
You understand about who is older?
He's older than me.
Do you believe this? So if you look at our father here, you will think that he is older than Charlie Boy. So even in Nigeria today, everybody is wondering what could be the secret. I don't even think that Charlie Boy can answer this. Okay, this is Great Lord TV, and our life and direct in Oputa local government of Imo State, and we are here to talk about the history of the great man, a legend and an icon, late Justice Oputa, the father of Charlie Boy. He was a Supreme Court justice from 1984 to 1989. And he delivered several iconic and popular justice during his reign. He was one of the people and justice that was so prominent and respected and being respected in Nigeria. Today we are here to tell the history. He's from this Oputa. Many people come into Oputa, visit Oputa Lake, talk about the things in Oputa, but there are some of prominent people from this town, just like the Justice Oputa. Nobody is talking about them, right? So, and Creative Law TV is that thing that you don't talk about, that's what we talk about, so that we will tell you and revise the history and tell you or remind you the history. Yes, so we're going to go to his house, his personal house, and we're going to show you and talk about this great man, right? There's so many things you don't know about him, but let's go. Follow us. They're very interesting. So before we go, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and support us. Thank you very much. Guys, this house here belongs to Justice Oputa. That is Charlie Boy's father.
Okay.
He was a justice of Nigeria, a Supreme Court justice, right? From 1984 to 1989.
Yes.
Right? And then this is his house. Today we are with one of his relatives who will tell us more about this great man. You know, we are in Oputa and we are telling the history of legends, icons who came from this town. And we are here. Right? And we cannot come here and go without talking about Justice Oputa. The name is there. He defined the justice in Nigeria. He made a remarkable, he had different declaration judges. In short, during his time, he did a lot of things. And then, sir, may we know you, sir?
I am Pastor Ike Otuonye Oputa.
Wow.
The justice we are talking about was my uncle, and also died as the oldest man in the family.
Really?
Yes. So, while he was alive, he performed creditably in the court, in the judiciary. He was once the Chief Justice of Imo State. He was the first Chief Justice of Imo State. And after that, he proceeded to the Supreme Court. Under Mohammed Bello, Justice Mohammed Bello, he worked with him and retired in 1989. And as my uncle, he was a very nice man, like everybody has always known. He had respect for the law. In fact, he had some of his younger ones, women, who were also great people in the law. But when it came to making them justices, for the fact that one of them did not marry, he said he was not going to do it until she gets married. You know, so that is to tell you how the respect he has for the law. And he kept to that until his demise in 2014.
Wow. So then this house is, what's the name?
The house is, the house is named the House of Socrates.
Wow.
It was his son, Charlie Boy, who did that because he wanted to do his memorial service after 10 years or thereabout. Then he just did this. And you know,
the House of Socrates.
You know, at that time when he was in the Supreme Court,
yeah,
he was the Socrates of the Supreme Court.
Really?
Yeah, he was the Socrates. He was like the spokesman for the Supreme Court
Really?
under Mohammed Bello. He was the spokesperson for the Supreme Court. So he was allowed to go around. He was the one representing the court. He was like a PA to the Supreme Court. So everything that any matter that has to do with speaking for outside the Supreme, he was the one representing. And that is why he was called the Socrates of the Supreme Court.
So when he was there, he was like, people are looking up to him to speak so that they will listen and know what is happening in Nigeria or judiciary.
Yes.
So he was the spokesperson.
He was the spokesperson,
So
representing the Supreme Court.
Ordinary Nigeria listening to.
Yes.
Wow. So then, where are we now? You know, take us around because this is your home.
Now this is his grave.
Okay.
Him and the wife was buried together. The wife is down, and I know the wife is up, and he is down. And all of them, the two of them they agreed that they must be buried together, and that is why they did this.
I have seen a lot of great people buried at the same place, but it's not the same grave. Like they're not the same grave with them. Like it will be by side and by side.
No, they're only. He died first. He died first and was buried. Then later, 5 years after, the wife now followed. So they now put the wife on top.
So Are you saying that this particular grave is 12 feet?
It may not be 12 feet. It's not up to
Because
12 feet.
I know that a grave is
6 feet.
6 feet.
Mm,
So which means two people.
It was not 12 feet.
Okay, let me read. In the memory of our late beloved parents, Honorable Justice Chukwudifu
Akunne.
And Margaret
Ntiano
Oputa, courts of the children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. This is massive. In Nigeria, this is the first time I see husband and wife buried at the same grave, not like by the side, the same place. This is massive, and this is history. We keep going. So I'm seeing a vintage car here.
Yeah, this car is. We used to call it Austin of England.
Austin of England.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the name. We used to know it when he bought it in the 50s.
Before the war.
Before the war. So he's been using this car. It is not, or they're not using it all the time.
Yeah.
It's only for ceremonies. And you know, Charlie Boy came and is maintaining the car. It didn't come with this color. He's the one that is painting this color now.
Making it to
look
stay relevant and look modern.
Modern, yes.
This is a vintage car.
Yes.
And I tell you, in Nigeria, you cannot find this car anyhow.
No, it's not found anywhere. Austin of England. It's not found anyhow, anytime. You are going to see it are those old people.
Money people. Those who made money before the war.
Before the war, yes.
So what can you remember about this car? You know,
one thing I know about
this monument.
One thing I remember about this car is that when it's running, you don't hear sound.
This car?
Yes, as it's going, even as it's old like this, if it is moving, you will not hear, you will not know it's coming behind you.
Really?
Yes. You know. And another person I know that had this kind of car was Rotimi Williams, who was a lawyer, who died as a lawyer, a Yoruba man.
Okay, Yoruba man.
He had this kind of car because ordinary modern car cannot enter him. He was so tall and so huge. So it was this type of car he had until he died.
You were privileged to witness this car running around this town.
Even when it was brand new.
Huh?
Yes. I witnessed everything. I witnessed everything. And I told you, we were using it for, at times, the family will use it for marriage.
Okay, if someone wants to marry,
very high marriage, the husband and the wife to be or whatever, they will sit in this, and they will use it for this. They used to carry them.
Do you know what I love here? Maintaining the car. You know, our people like to waste. They see old things as nothing.
Nothing, okay.
They don't know there is a word called vintage.
Okay.
So which means the old things matters.
That's right.
Right? So I'm happy. So seeing this car makes me happy.
That's right.
There are some places like you see vintage, like they had vintage car, but when you go, they can't find one because the children thought that is nothing.
That's right.
But Charlie Boy, the area father did well to maintain here. So this is a history, and we keep going. Okay. So this, can you tell us anything about this sculpture?
Is a symbol for justice. They normally place this in whenever there is, anytime they want to talk about the law. This is what they normally do. So, but I'm seeing this, but I can tell you, I don't know the meaning of this. It is the thing that is weighing. Okay, is a kind of balance. You lie. You wake. You continue. You know. Okay. So which means the truth is supposed to be equal. Yes, it's supposed to be. They must always be at par. Yeah. That is why it's like that. So if it's this way. No, which means this person is telling lies. It's already out. So everything must be balanced to get the proper justice. And it's blind, like the blindfolded. The justice is when cases when a justice when a matter brings to being after judging a matter. The magistrate is not the judge is not supposed to look at anybody's face. Okay, that's the blind. That is why they close the eyes. So which means you won't look face. You won't look at anybody's face. So truth doesn't look face. Doesn't look at anybody's face. That is why they're having this kind of. Then this one. The knife. That is the power.
sentencing.
Yeah, the power that goes with the law.
Oh,
The power that goes with the law.
this is massive, man. You know, and it's a beautiful lady with beard and everything. Maybe area father will tell us more about this.
who the lady is, you know.
So talking about this great monument, this house, can you tell us like maybe when it was built or something of that nature, you know, if you can remember that time or anything like that?
Yes, the house was built in the 60s.
Okay, in the 60s.
Yeah, before he became a judge.
He built this house.
He built this house before he became a judge.
And the house is well maintained with original structure. You know, this is stones.
Yes.
You understand? Some places I know that they have pushed it down, but even everything is being maintained so that to show where and who and when it was built.
That's right. It was built in the 60s.
So before the war.
Before the war, yes. Before he was made the judge.
Wow. I'm seeing this.
This is the Dengon. They were using it for. It's just the aftermath of this Dengon they used to put on the ground. This one, this was the way it was done in those days.
Wow.
And anywhere you find it around, you know, one, it symbolizes royalty.
Okay.
It is in the houses of the kings. You can see this kind of Dengons.
Yes, I can remember. I saw this in the palace of what is it called? Is it Cheddar? No.
I've seen this in some palaces.
I have seen this in some palaces. Yes, I can see.
It is royalty. It is royalty, and he uses it. This thing is short once a while. It's not always.
Not every time.
And it is an outcome of this, the one they put on the ground.
Wow. So can you take us so that we read all those? It's like
okay.
So
this one is Charlie Boy that did it.
Okay.
When he was trying to do the memorial service of 10 years the memorial service.
Oh, the father. This is Justice
Chukwudefo
Oputa. Anywhere you see justice.
Anywhere you see injustice.
Okay, anywhere you see injustice, fight for it.
Fight it.
Okay, fight it.
Area
father. Justice Chukwudefo Oputa. Anywhere you see injustice, fight it. Area father. Let's go. There's some many writings around here. And here is.
This memorial honors the extraordinary life and enduring legacy of Justice Chukwudefo Akunne Oputa, my beloved grandfather. This is the daughter of Charlie Boy.
Wow.
To the world, he was the Socrates of the Supreme Court, a towering figure of wisdom and justice. To me, he was simply, Papa, a warm, loving presence whose influence shaped us in ways that are still unfolding to this very day. Papa's love for his family knew no bounds. He reminded us constantly that family extends beyond blood ties, urging us to treat everyone with kindness and dignity. He and my grandmother were the glue that held us together, ensuring that no one ever felt forgotten or unloved. My childhood was colored with all the pleasant memories of our visits to our country home in Oputa, where we would spend evenings listening to stories filled with lessons about life, resilience, and community. These moments, simply yet profound, were his way of instilling the values of integrity and compassion in us. Papa's words were deliberate, thoughtful, and impactful.
Mrs.
Adeze Oputa Anu.
Okay, then this one.
It has required the death of men of the quality of Justice JSC and his type and a tragic death of men possessed of the integrity and courage of his generation to destroy the Nigerian judiciary. And it is on the current generation to find the grace to become, if we are to ever reverse the evil that has overtaken our land. Mr. Dele Faro to me.
Wow. Okay. And these quotes?
This is one of his sons.
Okay.
Younger to Charlie.
Okay.
Justice J.S.C., as we lawyers address him, was one of the brightest minds that transcended the Nigerian legal and judicial system. His sound knowledge and study of the humanities, history, literature, economics, and his deep sense of religion greatly expounded his knowledge of the law and style of judgment. For this, Justice Mohammed Bello, former Chief Justice of Nigeria, described him as the Socrates of the Supreme Court. Physically, he was not a very big man, but legally, the Socrates was a giant in the law. His legal shoes were huge and will take generations to fit it. Yeah. Love you, Socrates. Your son, George Oputa Esquire.
This is massive. You know.
Okay, there's one here. Can we? Okay, we can enter.
And again, this is a great one we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Talk.
Okay.
Read.
We are final not because we are infallible.
Wow.
Rather, we are infallible because we are final. Hon Justice Chukwudifo Oputa in Adekoke, Motors versus Adeshina, 1989.
1989. This was his quote. This man is not only from Oputa, but he's from Nigeria. He's a national asset. In short, his shoe in a legal practitioner, his shoe as a Supreme Judge Justice. I don't think nobody has ever felt it since he left that office. He's a great man, and he made a lot of impact during his time. This is not hype. This is rare. And we are live and direct in his home. This is his house. This is where he came from. And a national asset. And this is what we're talking about. He is the father of Charleboy, the area father of Lagos. A man who is the youngest old man, the man who is a grandfather, but he's young. If you see him, you think that he's 40, 30 years, but he's over 70 something. Okay, let me just shock you. You and Charleboy, who is older?
He's older than me.
Do you believe this? So if you look at our father here, you will think that he is older than Charleboy. So even in Nigeria today, everybody is wondering what could be the secret. I don't even think that Charleboy can answer it. But today, when you see him, you will be thinking that he's 40 years old.
That's right.
Am I lying?
Yes.
This is his brother. This is his brother. This is his family. And he's Oputa also. He's not like Nabi say, no 1 year, ofu son him, ofu place and everything. And then that is why we're here to tell you history. Okay. So what was his legacies in this town and Oputa as a whole?
He was one of there was the Oputa Commission of the 50s.
Okay.
When Oputa had the chieftaincy dispute.
Okay.
So he was one of the judges that were appointed to head that commission.
Okay.
And in Oputa today, he also was instrumental to supporting some of our proprietors of schools in this town. He helped them to bring in good teachers and good to bring in quality education into this land. And when he became a lawyer, a lot of people envied him. So everybody wanted to be
A lawyer
like him. And he has trained so many lawyers within the family.
Really?
Yes.
So after him, there's another many lawyers in this town.
Yeah, a lot of lawyers within the family and even within the town, because he gave them scholarship.
So instigate and even support.
Support, yes, to give them scholarship to make sure that they read law and be like him.
Really?
So these are some of the things he did.
Now, as you Oputa, when you go out and they say you are a brother to justice, how do you feel?
I'm always very happy. I'm very full of myself, because he's a man that doesn't look at faces when it comes to
Justice.
Giving justice to issues and matters. So I'm always very happy with him. And everywhere he goes, it is like he was born in the law, or the law was born with him. So anywhere he goes,
either ways.
Anywhere he goes, the law is always following him. I mean, he carries it along with him.
So this family, I don't think people can come and mess up.
No.
They don't dare Oputa family anyhow.
No, nobody does that. I would have brought one boy. He went to attend a program somewhere. He's a lawyer. He's also around. If we had seen him, maybe he would have, he also trained him before he died. So
this is massive, and this is reality of life. You know, we Igbo people have great people all over, and this is one of them. Yes. Great Justice Oputa is Nigeria asset, and this is where he was buried, and he drove this car.
Yes.
You know, this is vintage car, and you cannot find this car anyhow. Anybody that had this car was a very wealthy and prominent and influential person. Yes, you cannot just have this car. I can tell you this car have transformed to maybe something like a Rolls Royce, that you know that it's few people that drive it. You cannot get it anyhow. You must have money, influence, and many things to maintain the car. Even having this car at that time, to maintain it is not a kobo.
That's right.
But these people, the justice had it, maintained it, and left it, and the children keep maintaining it. This is legacy, right?
Yes, right.
You are even like, you yourself will be like disappointed. But I tell you, I'm not disappointed. Area father, you are doing well, and you know you are an asset. Everybody knows you. You yourself have done well. The only youngest old man. A man that can give birth to me, but if we meet, you will even be younger than me. I never know you. You are just you are confusing us. If I got confused, the old man, not the young.
That's right.
So this is his father's house, and in his country home, Oputa, and the house is being maintained clean and neat. That is it. So, in Oputa village, look at tables.